Hello everyone, my name is Mathew Kande, and welcome back to another episode. While you're gone, I have done a little bit. Excuse me? Dude, I'm not trying to buy anything from you. You're gonna have to leave, buddy. You're gonna have to leave, alright? Yeah, get out of here. Alright. So anyways, in between episodes, as you can see, I've started to make some pathways. I've gone through everything in the village, trying to find all the good loot. I've done a little bit of crop harvesting. I've gone through a few of the surface caves and just mined some of the coal and iron that's just on the surface. I haven't gone deep into the caves at all. And anyways, let me just show you what we've got. As you can see, we found some cauldrons, a brewing stand, which is awesome. I haven't even been into the nether yet. We got some emeralds, some iron. Ooh, the ore. We're going to have to smelt that up. We've got some coal, and as you can see, just a bunch of other just miscellaneous things. So, also, while I was searching around the town, I noticed, well, one, this boat's got a leak in it. I took all the sand out, and there's just water flowing in. And two, there is a little secret door down here that, oh, I haven't emptied this place out yet. What is that noise? And here we go. Let's see what's in this chest. Another buried treasure map! Yes! Oh my god, and some books? Oh, this is getting us off to a great start. Thank you. Thank you, extra hidden room in here that I didn't know existed. And now the villager is stuck down here. Great. Anyways, let's plug these holes up. And I'm gonna get out of here. Anyways, I'm up and out of the hole now, but the wandering villager has fallen in there. So anyways, I'm just going to leave him alone. Also, I noticed, and I haven't gone into him yet, but I noticed another treasure chest in here. What? Mending on a fishing rod? Wow, okay. Dang, we are finding a lot of good loot. A lot of really good loot. I'm actually kind of surprised that they have this type of stuff in here. Anyways, I want that box. And there was also even another one down here when I was searching underwater that I was... There it is. Is that one? Is that a chest? No, that's not a chest. Where was it? It's hard to see under here. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm gonna run out of air again. Jeez. We are not having a repeat of last episode of me dying just for barely being underwater for a second. Let's do this. Alright, what's in this chest? Please tell me this is worth it. Another fishing rod with mending? What is the deal? Anyways, I ain't complaining, but I'm out of here. I'm gonna leave that chest because I don't want to die. So, alright. So I've been through this town. I've basically looked around, and to be totally honest with you guys, I'm not a huge fan of this layout of this town. It's just really all over the place. And honestly, there's only 3 villagers too. It's a small town. There's only 3 villagers. And, you know, I'm not so keen on making this our first starter base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather our stuff. I'm going to go on a little adventure. And we're going to find a better village that has more villagers. And then settle down. We need to settle down. We need to get a ton of resources going. We need to go start finding some diamonds. So I'm going to gather my stuff. We're going to go on a little adventure to find the next town. Alright, so I basically got as much of that good stuff in my inventory as possible. I did have to leave a few things back there in the chest. But, you know, we can always come back and grab them if we need them. In case you are all playing along and are wanting to do go to the same place as me, I'm going to start heading just in this general direction. I kind of want to stay close to the ocean, and I'm just going to go, I think this is south. I'm just going to go south until we run into the next village. Alright, so we haven't been traveling that far. I literally just been running south, and I came across this body of water. I see a little boat over there, and I kind of want to check that out, so I have my Frost Walker shoes on. They're broken. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're just going to go over here, check out what's on the boat. Frostwalker shoes are pretty cool when it comes to trying to walk across. Oh, and bingo! Look at that. Our next village. Okay, so, you know what? This boat is going to have to wait since the village is right here. I'm going to go check out this village, see if this one is viable to start our little, beginning of the season. We're going to be hanging out a lot in this area, so let's see. This one already looks way bigger, so hopefully this one will be good. Right, here we are, guys, in the new village, and I gotta be honest, I am liking what I see. This village is way bigger. There's a ton more villagers. It's just a much cooler atmosphere. I mean, we got the frozen waters behind us with that ship, like, literally stuck in the iceberg, which is so cool. We got some sand biome, we got some it looks like plains, possibly savanna. I'm not sure what the biomes are. But anyways, we just got a lot of unique terrain around here. And honestly, this is gonna have to be it. We're gonna have to settle down here for a while. We're gonna live in this village for a little bit, clean it up. We're gonna add to it, and I think this is a good choice. I'm really happy that we came over here. So far, I just kind of, again, went through and just tried to lock as many, you see how I got some sand in front of this door? I tried to lock as many villagers inside as possible so none of them get killed at night. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to clean up some of the paths, I'm going to loot this village, and we are going to basically make a little starter house. So as I tour through the town, I'm going to look for a good location, try to figure out where we should be. I have a feeling it's going to be somewhere up in this vicinity so we can kind of have a view of everything. So I'll be right back after we clean some things up. I might have to save this poor house from drowning. It looks like it's in a waterfall. Alright, so I have gone through the town. I've kind of picked up some of the weird little props that were laying all over the place, cleaned up a few little areas. A lot more to do in this town. I was just trying to get a feel for it to try to figure out where I want to put my first little starter house. Because let's face it, our inventory is getting full. We need to find a place to start organizing this stuff and getting situated. So honestly, I felt like this area where this house is the coolest spot. It's got the view of the water, the ship, the ice. There's this really cool little bay over here that I could do some fun things with. So anyways, this doesn't have to be permanent, it doesn't have to be where we'll always be, but I think it's going to be a great little starter place. So first things first, I'm sorry, little cute little house, but we're going to have to tear you down. So let's tear it down, and voila, the house is gone. Okay, so now I think I'm going to clear off another little platform here. I think I'm going to clear the rest of this stuff off so we got plenty place to so that we have plenty space to work. Probably remove this tree, and then I need to go resource gathering because in order to build a house, you got to have some resources. I kind of want to stick with the theme here, even though I'm not a huge fan of acacia. I don't want my house to stick out like a sore thumb. So I'm going to go gather some acacia, I'm going to go gather some cobblestone, and maybe possibly some oak to throw in there as some highlights. So let me go gather some resources. Let me clear off this space so that we can build our first house. So we've cleared out this big area. I've taken out the farms, I've taken out the tree, I've taken out the old house. And honestly, the more that I start clearing up here, the more space I actually want. I want to be the tallest house up on this hill, which means this guy's gonna have to go. He's intruding in our space. I want a big old house up here on the top of the hill. I want to be able to see the sun setting, so I need to be able to position my house over here a little bit more. Which means you're gonna have to go. However, I have 2 villagers locked in here, and I don't know what to do with them. My goal, of course, is we are gonna need to make a villager breeder. We're gonna need to make an iron farm. So what I'll probably do is just make a little temporary pen for them up this hill until we can make an iron farm and really get the villagers situated to where they will be for a while. So anyways, wanted to give you that quick update. I'm going to move them, and I'm going to tear down this house, and we are going to start building our first base. Okay, another quick little update here. We have removed the house with the villagers in it. Let me show you. I basically put them in boats. I don't know if you've ever moved villagers before, but let me just kind of tell you my quick little technique is you throw a boat down on the ground. The villager will jump in it, and then you can just row the villager wherever you want. The thing you got to be careful about is you can go down levels. So like you see how I'm going from the upper level down to the lower level, but there's no way to go back up to the upper levels on a boat. So anyways, be careful about that. So I boated them down here and I put them in this house. So there's 2 of them here in here. So those guys are going to be coming in handy later. Remove that house, and you know, I started looking out for some resources. I went and found some birch wood. I've been looking for cobblestone, and to be totally honest, without just like whacking into some of these mountains, I'm gonna have to build a mine so I can go get cobblestone. And I was thinking a good place might just be in the side of this mountain here. So I made a little path over here, and I feel like I'm gonna create a little hole here in the mountain and a little mine shaft down so I can get a ton of cobblestone. And while we're over here, I kind of wanted to show you what I was thinking as far as building materials go. So we have our cobblestone, which will be part of it. We have acacia. I'm thinking about possibly stripping some of the acacia and keeping some of it solid. Here's the acacia planks. We got birch wood, which I would never use in this farm, but honestly, this, you know, when you take the bark off of it, it actually looks pretty good. This is the plank version of it, and again, oak, stripped oak, regular oak, and oak plank. So I think we could make a combination of all of these together. However, mostly acacia and some mostly cobblestone, and I think that's what the build will be of. So I'm going to go down and create the mine so that I can get a bunch of cobblestone and some more resources. Then we are going to start building this house. Alright, and we are back. We've gathered a little bit more resources. I've just been kind of thinking about building ideas. And honestly, I wanted to do something cool. I wanted to maybe take some inspiration from the Hermitcraft server or from one of the members. So I've been looking around on YouTube, trying to figure out what type of house we want to make. And I'll be honest, I think I found the perfect one. Let's jump over to YouTube and take a quick gander.
Hello, my name is Green, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Minecraft starter base. It's got a lot of the cool things that we would want. It's on stilts for protection. It's got a couple of buildings, some farms, and a stable as well, plus plenty of room to walk around. It looks complicated, but if we take it step by step, it should be fairly easy to make. So let's get straight into it, shall we?
Alright, Green, well thank you for making this tutorial. I'm going to build that house right here and get it situated. I have laid out the foundation blocks of where the house will be situated, And, I'll most likely be changing it. Clearly I'm going to be using different types of materials. I might even flip-flop the design so that there is the main home here and the second story home over on this side. I'm going to play around with it. However, I apologize, but the time has gotten away from me and we are out of time for this episode. So, next episode, we'll get into building this house. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait to see you back. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button below. If you really liked it, consider subscribing, and we will see you next time. Peace.